What's in a name? A chum by any other name would taste the same, right? Well, maybe not if it's an Arctic keta.
Well, that's how the fish are being marketed around the world. And tonight, as we continue our series, Season of Hope, KTVA 11's Rhonda McBride tells us about the success of this unique species of Yukon salmon. Rhonda.
Well, Joe and Emily in Alaska with our sockeyes, silvers, and kings, well, the chums, they get no respect. But QuickPack, the fish processing plant in Amonic, has been working hard to rebrand the Yukon chums as Arctic keta. QuickPack says that the keta really are different because the fish have to travel so far to reach their spawning grounds, so they're loaded with fat, and that's gotten them attention from buyers around the world. For generations, the Yukon has been a river of hope, bringing food, work, and for Brits like Max Ropner, opportunity.
Okay, I will find you the perfect fillet.
Fillets. That's what the customers for these fillets call them.
Can you do me a favor and say fillet instead of fillet?
I will not say fillet on telly.
But what Max will say...
Can't complain as a customer. Not with fish like that.
Max works for New England Seafoods out of London, which puts a high premium on Yukon chums, a fish in Alaska that sometimes gets disparaged as dog salmon.
That baffles me every time.
The Brits tout the health of the fish's high oil content, one of the highest for Alaska salmon, and they love the flavor.
You know, everybody's sort of thinking, oh, I'm not so sure about chums, and everybody's raving about kings and sockeye, but for me, especially this Yukon fish, I think it's delicious. And to be honest, if I had that next to a sockeye, I'd choose Yukon keta, I reckon.
He reckons, and maybe on to one of Alaska's best-kept secrets. They serve it for dinner at the bunkhouse.
Well, this is just natural, good fish.
Okay, here we go. That is very good. You might be disappointed to learn that you can't buy this fish in Anchorage, which is popular with both high-end customers in London as well as your average working family.
Kind of makes me proud to think that our fish is #1. It's like the greatest, the freshest, right off the Yukon here.
It goes all over the world. You know, it's great to be a part of that.
But also what we need to add is the date.
Nick Grimshaw is also on the team of Brits here to oversee the quality of the keta.
But this is brilliant. This is exactly what we're after.
Since New England Seafoods has been working with QuickPack, the quality of the fish has markedly improved.
The potential here to produce a very high quality product as well is almost unrivaled, so it's exciting.
The fish have a long way to travel and must stay frozen for up to 6 months, so the Brits reckon they have reason to be particular.
Oh, they are pretty straight up. They are teaching us a lot about the fish and the sanitary business, so it's a good learning experience.
From trimming the fish, making sure the pin bones are completely out, and that no air is trapped in the packaging so that the salmon keeps its color, all are lessons that will improve QuickPack's reputation.
Because if we get a load of fillets like this, the amount of money we have to spend to get it looking the way we want it is vast. If you spend a few $1 million and you don't get what you want, then there's some pretty unhappy people back in the UK. So, and that's my fault. I'm in trouble.
Now, we wouldn't want that to happen, but if the workers here could just teach the Brits to call them fillets instead of fillets. But then again...
So just like 6.
The accent, it makes the day go by a little faster. And
it just had the time that the rat went in.
Accents aside, the Brits say the story of the Yukon and its people only add to the mystique of the Arctic keta. There are 2 chum salmon species that run on the Yukon, the summer and the fall chums, and the fall fish are considered even richer. They are featured in restaurants in Seattle, but alas, here in Alaska, no glory in your home state.
So Rhonda, you've tasted chum before. Is the Yukon keta fillet really that different?
Fillet. I'm going to say filet. But what I tried was very, very good. You know, it has sort of a mild but very rich flavor, sort of similar to silver salmon. But we wanted to find out what the experts have today to say about that. So we turned to Chef Jack Amon at the Marx Brothers restaurant and asked him to prepare some fillets, and we'll tell you what he has to say about them at 10 tonight. And he did pronounce it filet, just to be sure on that. But you know, to tell you the truth, where I'm concerned, when it comes to Alaska salmon, it's all good.